Okay, let's cut to the chase. I won't ramble on too long. I'll do my best to stay impartial and unbiased, but I also don't want to be fake about it, okay? This is hands down my favorite watch out of my whole lot. I've had it for what feels like ages, but just haven't had the chance to give it a proper review until now. And let me tell you, this watch is crazy. It's got features you'd expect to see on something well over $1,000. It's technically an homage, but honestly, you could say it ended up being better than the original. Now, I do have a few cons, some that really bug me, because I reckon if they were fixed, this could be a perfect watch, at least for me. And there are other cons too that don't bother me personally, but might matter more to you. Now, is this the watch for you? You'll want to see this one, so without further ado, this is how it's gonna be. Alright, let's unbox this thing. It comes in their new Pelican style case, but not just your standard one. This thing's beefed up, heavier and tougher than usual. Proper heavy duty. It feels like it could take a serious beating. Inside, there's an off-white microfiber cloth and the warranty card. And check this out, it's actually filled in by hand with both the model name and the purchase date. And that's a nice touch. They've included a tool too to adjust the bracelet. Now let's get to the watch, and mate, this thing is nothing short of spectacular. The design is absolutely striking. This watch is almost psychedelic, in the best way. It's bold, unexpected, and just plain cool. This time around, they've gone for a design that somehow fuses outer space with deep-sea vibes. Not full-on science fiction, but definitely a space-inspired look with sharks. Yeah, you heard that right. Space and sharks in the same watch. Sounds like a weird combo, but it absolutely works. Just take a proper look at it. If it doesn't grab your attention, maybe it's my camera, maybe it's you, who knows. But what I do know is that Aquatrident completely knocked it out of the park with this release. The colors, the textures, the little design details, it all just pops. I'll drop links in the description to both the AliExpress and Aquatrident sites, so you can check out other color variations, current pricing, and all that good stuff. In my opinion, this is one of the best value watches out there right now, and I'll break that down more later on in the video. Now onto the materials, and there's a lot to appreciate here. Starting with the crystal, it's sapphire, and it's loaded with clear anti-reflective treatment. The visibility is excellent from just about any angle, and it adds a clean, premium feel to the watch overall. The bezel is made from titanium Damascus, which not only gives it a wild, layered look, but also adds strength without the extra weight. It's fully lumed with super luminova, so it lights up brilliantly in low light, one of those details that really stands out. Then there's the dial, and this one's something special. It's a double-stacked Meteorite dial, heat-treated or tinted rather than painted, and the result is stunning. It shifts from metallic blue to black to gray depending on the lighting. It's dynamic, constantly changing, and just a joy to look at. The case itself is solid 316L stainless steel with a screw-down crown and case back that give it more than enough water resistance. And speaking of the case back, it's a whole feature in itself, basically a piece of art. I'll come back to that later, it deserves its own spotlight. The finishing throughout the watch is top-notch, like even the Rehaut has been color matched to the tones of the dial. Not only hue, but same metallic finishing. Just another sign of how much attention to detail went into this thing. The dial printing is crisp and clean, and the hands are finished to a really high standard. Nothing feels cheap here. It all feels thoughtfully done and built to last. The dial surface is something else entirely. It's not pressed, stamped, or the result of some visual trick. It's just genuinely dynamic. It draws you in, like looking at the surface of an alien world. It's full of canals, ridges, and different textures. That effect comes from the natural crystallization of probably nickel and iron in the Meteorite, and no two dials are the same. Each one is completely unique. And just to add to the rarity, this particular series is limited to only 100 pieces. Guys, this isn't no NFT or Rolex BS. Once the Meteorite or the limited materials run out, it's the end of production. Alright, check out the detail on this case back. It's like a proper little sculpture. I was asking a few viewers what kind of shark this might be. I thought it was clearly a great white, but some reckoned it was another species. Now, I like sharks and all, but I'm no expert. So I reached out to Chris from the Shark Bites channel. If you're into sharks or just love shark content, I can't recommend his channel enough. He reckons it does look like a white shark, and honestly, the detail is incredible. Especially when you remember how small this actually is. Like, this kind of engraving could easily be the big buzzword feature on some watches. Like, look, we added a special case back, but here it's just one of the many little details. It flies under the radar because the watch is packed with features that grab your attention even more. It's super well built. So let's talk about water protection. On paper, they went a bit mild with the rating, just 100 meters. Honestly, they could have slapped a 200 or even 300 meter rating on it and no one would have questioned it. Like, the build is rock solid, screw down crown, screw down case back, and a super thick sapphire crystal. This thing feels like it could handle much more than 100 meters. Now, keyboard warriors might complain, but here's the reality. I've had a few professional divers comment on my videos, and they've said 100 meters is totally fine. One or two even told me they've dived plenty of times with a basic 50-meter Casio and never had an issue. This particular watch, it's been tested down to around 4 or 6 meters, and it held up like a champ. So, is it a diver? Is it a space diver? I don't know, but if Katy Perry is an astronaut, then you can rock this watch and officially call yourself a diving meteorite expert. And scientists say there might be an entire ocean under the surface of Europa. So who knows, maybe one day you'll need a space diving watch after all. One day, nah, jokes aside, the truth is this watch has more to do with space than any moon swatch or 90% of the so-called space-themed watches out there today. I mean, think about it. You're wearing a piece of material that originated millions of miles away from Earth, from a place we probably won't reach in our lifetime, or even our children's lifetimes. Like, it's the kind of thing we only see in science fiction movies, and yet here it is, on your wrist. Now at this point, if you know me, you might already have a few clues why I like this watch so much, but check this out, because this is definitely high on the list. The lume on this thing is absolutely insane. I love it. If you saw my last Aquatrident review, you'll remember the lume was good, really nice actually, but not quite top of the class. Well, this one is, okay? Aquatrident went all in. They packed more lume into this date window than some brands manage on their entire dial. And I'm not talking about weak lume brands either. I mean, Addies, San Martin, and those kinds of names, not bad at all. Out of my Aquatridents, I'd rank this one above the Hellsman, probably somewhere between that and the Neptune in terms of brightness and performance. It glows strong, lasts all night, and every now and then it'll still surprise you, like when you walk inside from daylight and it's glowing away like a torch. It's that good, just top class execution. Okay, the lume is good, it's just too good. Let's go to the straps. Alright, quick one today with the straps. As the video is already a bit long, got this teal sailcloth just to try. We'll leave the links in the description. This one is too stiff, like the color, but I don't know, I wouldn't buy it again. Got another manta ray strap here. Saving the plankton, one strap at a time. And this time it comes with a normal size buckle finally. Guys, these straps are the bollocks. Honestly, this one looks like it should cost at least $100. It wears super comfortably, perfect for summer, and it takes an already loud watch and cranks it up to 11. Comfort-wise, it's a massive upgrade, like 10 times better than the last strap. Only downside, it doesn't have a quick release system, so I'll need to sort that out later. But even so, this strap's totally worth it. Check out this new suede strap. Massive thanks to the user Dar Captain on Watch Crunch for recommending it. I'm not sure what happened, but for some reason, YouTube blocked all your strap suggestions in the comments on my last video. Still, some of you went out of your way to reach out through other channels. Honestly, you guys rock. This strap is miles better than any other suede leather I've tried so far, and it's super cheap too. Easily the most comfortable suede strap I've found on AliExpress. Totally recommend it. Okay, blue and orange. Man, these straps are super comfortable, flexible, have quick release. Super loud orange. I love blue and orange. Can't say too much about it. I don't know, super affordable. I only wish they made more color options. Love it. Last one. Simple black leather. This is, I think, the more affordable of the bunch today. And still boast quick release system. Is super comfortable and it will make any watch look smart. Love the vintage looks. Yeah, love this one. We'll leave a link to this one too. Okay, let's get to the cons. First, this I don't like Cyclops. I know is a design feature or decision more than a con, but I think they make the watch ugly. I don't know. I would say better even without a date, but then these guys worked the date super good and filled it out with Lume. This date should be at 6 or at 12. Okay, even if I'm not sure. You could leave it at 3. The Cyclops doesn't help. Most of my viewers agree with me. But if you love Cyclops and you are there, could you come up and tell us why do you like this? What do you win from this? The date is visible even without the Cyclops. Even if I am not wearing my glasses, I could just take a second and focus. It's not like you suddenly need to know what date it is and answer in a rush. Am I missing something? All right, next one. I don't care that much about this personally, but I get it. For some people, seeing an NH35 is almost enough to disqualify it from being something special. You know, you can find that movement in watches as cheap as $50. And at this price point, you're starting to see high-end Miyotas at lower and lower prices. And hey, fair point. But let me ask you this. Would you rather have a simpler, well-regulated movement inside a watch with space-age materials, or a more advanced movement wrapped in a basic, modest design? You want both? Just for the ladies, as far as I know. There's no wrong answer. It really comes down to what matters more to you. So yeah, if you're into this watch or any of the straps I showed, the links are down in the video description. That's it from me. I'm out.